Hi, welcome back to the channel. Here we try to get obby games to rise in popularity. In this video series, we talk about certain parts of Jtoh history, where in this video, we'll be talking about the very beginning of Jtoh, and give people an understanding of the very start of Jtoh. The place for Jtoh was made by Kitty Cannon in 2016, where it was originally supposed to be a map for his game, The Zombies in Paint 3. Which, if you ask me, sounds really familiar to Plants vs Zombies 2, or whatever. By the way, something to mention here, Kitty Cannon's name now is Obrentune, who is now the co-owner of Tower of Hell. In the early days of Jtoh, people referred to the game as Jtoh, so in this video I won't be calling it Jtoh, I'll be calling it Jtoh from now on. Before Jtoh actually gained a player base, the hardcore obbies never really existed. In 2016, the obbys known as Escape the World something obbys were blowing up in popularity, especially because of YouTubers like Dennis Daly making videos on them. During 2016, Jtoh was in the works of Tower of Heck, not the Tower of Heck you're thinking of, but like the Jtoh's first Tower of Heck, which is eventually scrapped for 2 years, but in 2016 it was revived and finished. A very common misconception is that Duke's Towers of Hell is a ripoff of Tower of Hell. First of all, Jtoh/Jtoh was made well before Tower of Hell, and the two teams are very different. As you can see here, the tower is clearly made by Obrentune, and if you go in, it's a very basic obby, just like it would have been in that time. Any Jtoh player would know what Tower of Heck was, really. To no one's surprise, around 2018 most people got bored of these super easy obbies and wanted something more difficult. That's why Tower of Heck's finish was in perfect timing. Jtoh caught the attention of many veteran players in that time, as it was very unique and the gameplay style was very unique. Like, it was pretty much unheard of. In these times, no one really had the attention of actually completing a tower. It was all like how far you could get, and if someone got far, it would be quite a good achievement in that time. To be on the winners team in those times is much greater of an achievement than it is now. In 2018, the game started to gain a small player base after Tower of Heck was created, but people still wanted more, so Kitty Cannon made another tower in the same game, which people thought it was going to be a separate game, but it wasn't. It was in the same game, called Tower of Screen Punching, and instead of being called Kitty's Tower of Hell, it would be called Kitty's Towers of Hell. Once people started to realize the true potential of the game, people would immediately ask for more towers and expansion of the game. This was it. The game was finally in its beginner stage, and it would only expand and develop further from here. Well, that's the end of part 1. I hope you enjoyed or found it interesting. Sorry for the rather abrupt ending. Remember to like and sub if you want to see part 2. If you want to help me on the trip to make obbies rise in popularity. Anyways, bye. Quickly, I wanted to thank you guys for the support on the last video, as it got like over 2,000 views, which is more than any of my videos probably combined.